What's going on, YouTube? Sniff here from Scotch and Sniff, as you guys all know, because that's why you're watching these videos on youtube.com/Scotch and Sniff. Just got some news that I need to tell you guys. Scotch and I got back from Scotland, and of course, if you follow us on Instagram, you already know what's been going on. But we got back from Scotland after that trip where we went to go see Old Pulteney, Balblair, Glenfiddich, Tomatin. Where else did we go? Everywhere else. Macallan. We went to a ton of distilleries, Glenlivet even, in that short, like essentially 5 days because you eat up a couple days and travel. But it was an awesome trip. We stayed in a cool hotel in Inverness and drove out from there. If you're making a trip to Scotland and you decide you want to do that, I'd recommend against it. I'm pretty sure in the short span of 5 days, I drove 700 miles in a Volkswagen Tiguan diesel. But on the wrong side of the road, mind you. And I know if you're watching from the UK, you're thinking that's the right side of the road. But like, no, if it was the right, it'd be America because the right side of the road. Anyways, I'm done. That's nonsense. But yeah, it was an amazing trip. We got to see a lot of amazing things. We met amazing distillery managers who toured us around privately. And just the opportunity was incredible. The brand ambassadors who came through for us, we've thanked them 12.5 times through email. And a couple of them face-to-face for sure. Just the chance to do something like this was just amazing. It was absolutely amazing. I don't have any other words for it, unfortunately. I could say that it was, ridiculously cool, or I could say it was life-changing, but it wasn't so many of those things as it was just amazing. You have an experience in life that that just changes you a bit, and it just grows you, and, those are usually amazing or life-changing if you want to call them that. But we got back from Scotland, and a couple of days after we got back, my brother, Scotch, has decided to step away from Scotch and Sniff. So now it's just like Scotch bottles and Sniff. The other guy. So I do want to continue to do these. I think that it was a lot of fun, and it is a lot of fun, rather. And I think that we should continue to do these. So the format's going to change, and a couple of ideas that I've had in the past are going to now come to fruition. So for people who are shopping quickly in a store that are looking for very quick 1-minute reviews, which is still in the spirit of Scotch and Sniff, it's where it came from. Instead of having to sit down and watch a 40-minute review when you're in a store, you could just watch a quick couple-minute review. We wanted to keep them under 10 minutes so that people could really get an idea of what was going on in a Scotch. So we're going to try some 1-minute reviews and see how that goes. I'm actually going to start a new kind of entity called 1-Minute Whiskeys. And all that it's going to do is go through some of the basic flavors in whiskeys. It's not going to get into details. It's not going to be like the Scotch and Sniff format where we really can sit down and break down, and taste these whiskeys that same way. It's going to be much more for, I'm in a store, I'm looking for something and I want to buy it now. So that is going to happen, 1-Minute Whiskeys. We're looking at talking with Sip Dark. I don't know if you guys have ever met him, but he sells glasses for Scotch Trooper and I think Single Malt Alliance, if you follow whiskey bloggers. So we're going to get with them and maybe start to sell some merchandise in terms of like glasses, because we bought glasses on our own, and we've been giving them to like loyal followers on Instagram and other bloggers like hotcakes, and people love them. But I think it'd be easier after having looked into the logistics of moving those glasses, it'd be easier if we just had a channel where people could go and then purchase them there, and all the shipping and everything is handled. So if you're looking for glasses from us, you could get those. What else are we doing? So in the future, Scotch and Sniff videos are still going to exist, but the format's going to change a bit. I've been talking to other bloggers and thinking about getting guests in here. So we'll probably get people like Scotch Trooper or Caveman, a couple other people who are like around the country who really want to have their faces seen and, be on a YouTube blog, but don't, currently host one or run one. So we'll do that. We've got some Skype ideas that are in the works. We've got, I don't know, all this stuff. I keep saying we because at the end of the day, it's not just me and my brother who is doing this, but like everybody who's following us. And at this point in time, it's not a huge thing, so it's good that we're making changes now. But, everyone who follows us and is looking to get an idea of what it is that we do and still wants to get deep into whiskeys, we're going to have that available for you. So we'll just be doing it with other people, like Whiskey Library. Those guys are right down the street in DC, and they've been talking about coming on and doing some reviews. I know they've got some hand barrels that they've actually picked at distilleries that they've actually had shipped here and bottled, and so they've got stuff like that, and we can do some very personal reviews like that and have those guys in here because they're a lot of fun. But so we're looking to do some things like that, and life is just the way that it is. You never know what's going to come up, and it's difficult sometimes, but if you have a good thing going, why let it stop, you know? Immediately in my mind, of course, I'm thinking in French, like, let the bon temps roule, like, you know, let the good times roll. Like, that's what we're going to do. So hopefully you stay tuned. Things are going to change just a little bit. I have a whiskey barrel here. Nothing's changing back there. The collection is still ridiculous. We're still going to tastings. And by we, again, like I keep saying we because I'm thinking of my brother, but like we are going to go to tastings now, you and I, because that's what's going to happen. I'm going to try to see. So there's not a whole lot of video that happens in the whiskey world. There are tons of pictures. As you can see, that there are a ton of us bloggers who do that. But I think what we want to do is focus a little more on video and trying to get those things done. So yeah, so here we are. That's that. And hopefully this video, hopefully I'm saying this, but also talking to the guy behind the camera at the same time because Jason's funny. But hopefully we can get this video up and uploaded quickly so that we can talk about, there's going to be a live stream on Monday, July 17th on Instagram at 6:30 p.m. where we're going to actually be sitting down and doing an interview with Maltmaster David Stewart. I'm giving this information away on YouTube a little bit early. Hopefully we get this video up like Sunday night or something, which would kind of be like a little teaser for what's going on, but that's going to happen. So we've got a really good opportunity there to do fun stuff, and you know, he'll get to do the intro and we'll do fun things at Jack Rose in DC. But yeah, so that's like everything, I think. Did I cover everything? Yeah, I covered everything. So there, that's where we are. So hopefully we'll still get to use this channel for brand ambassadors and whatnot, and we'll get you just more information. Like that's the point of all of this whiskey blogging in the first place. It's about growth. It's about education. It's about learning. It's about, you know, learning what tylosis is in case you're Nicola from from the Macallan and you're a bunch of Macallan nerds. Just fun stuff like that. So we're going to try some new things. So hopefully you stick around, and yeah, check out 1 Minute Whiskeys on Instagram. That'll be a thing very soon. So yes, thank you. And just like the end of every Scotch and Sniff video, there is no way to end it without being weird. And so here we are, being weird. But yeah, we'll be right back.